Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. See, I'm spoiling Rose.
Waiting for that.
Okay.
It's another vlog.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. Okay, so guys, today I met with Rose and we had like an amazing time in one cafe. It's really beautiful cafe, and I think you will watch the video. If it comes before this one, you will see it. And now we are going back home. We are just walking here in this beautiful Prata,
Yeah, we are in Prata Hauptele right now.
So she was trying to tell me something, and I was like, why can't we do a video about that?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is about culture shock. So I just want her to tell us what were
the culture shocks?
culture shocks, yeah, when she arrived here in Vienna.
Here in Vienna, I think maybe can I just talk about Europe?
Yeah, Europe,
You
yeah.
know? And also here in Vienna.
Yeah.
So I think maybe for here in Vienna, the big culture shock was the nakedness.
Yeah.
The way people, first of all, there are naked beaches here, like naked places that are set for people who want to go and just be one with nature, like completely one with nature. Yeah, so that was such a huge shock to see, like it's a whole family, the father, the mother, and everything is out there, you know.
Yeah, nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide.
Yeah.
And all tied to that was, you know, in Africa, I'm just gonna pull in the whole continent. I should just say Kenya, maybe.
Yeah, but I think the whole of Africa,
the whole
yeah.
damn continent. So in the, I shouldn't cuss, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in Africa, we have a lot of, the way you cover up your body is a sign of respect.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Here it's not.
No.
You're covering up your body because you want to cover it.
Yeah.
And if you open up and you wear something that is all the way up to here, or you just are walking in your bikini or whatever, there is nothing connected to respect in that sense. So it's not like if someone is wearing something really revealing, it's not interpreted as disrespectful.
Yeah.
And if someone is wearing something really covering all the way to head to toe, this is not, the interpretation is not respectful. It's just that if it's very hot and you're all totally covered up, it's like, okay, aren't you super warm?
Yeah.
And if you're completely revealing and it's cold, everyone is like, wow, like, aren't you cold? Yeah, so that was a bit of a culture shock. So going to like public baths and places where people are swimming, and just seeing people walking and in bikinis, and oh my gosh, I don't know how I can explain it.
I understand, because I was like, you go in a family and everybody's just naked, and in Africa it's like an abomination.
Exactly. Like I'm telling you, I would never even look at my mom's thigh. Like if my mom was wearing a skirt and it's going up, I look away and move out of the room. You know? For you, what was the culture shock?
For me, something that like I struggle like to understand was about smoking.
Okay.
Yeah, how women could smoke, like we just like look and I'm like, am I dreaming?
Normal.
Like it's just normal. Like I haven't seen something like this, and it took me time. I could just go in the U-Bahn station and I would be looking at people and I'm like,
Wow.
okay, wow. Because where I came from, people could smoke, but men.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, another culture shock was the culture of relaxing here. Entspannung. I think this is the first word you learn in Dutch.
Entspannung.
What is gehen?
Yeah.
Going for a walk for absolutely no reason, just to go for a walk. Going like you see someone biking, they are not biking to go from here because they are going to point B.
Yeah.
They are biking for the sake of the biking.
Uh-huh.
You know, like
Yeah.
the idea is to go on a bike ride.
Okay.
When you see someone like going for a walk, the idea is like what we are doing.
Yeah.
We could actually get into a bus,
Yeah.
but we choose to walk.
Walk. Yeah.
So this kind of relaxation culture is something that I don't see it a lot. People will sit down, relax under trees and all that.
Yeah.
In the evening, you know, like after people have been working, sit down, relax in the traditional African sense.
Yeah.
But this going for a jog, I think it's a very urban, modern thing in, say, Kenya.
Yeah.
You'll find people going for a jog in Kileleshwa and the rest.
Yeah.
But like right inside where the Wanjiko is.
Yeah.
If you see someone going for a walk, they are going specifically.
Yeah.
It's functional. They're going somewhere they need to get to.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was quite a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Coming here and finding just people sitting along the Donau Canal in bikinis and enjoying the sun. I wasn't getting it,
Yeah.
really, until here is a Lilliput.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the Lilliput.
Lilliput, I don't know if we can see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It stopped here.
Yeah, that's one of the stops.
Yeah.
So that for me was quite just people just going out to sit outside because of the sun. Because coming from Africa where
I
you
think
don't think about the
because
sun.
us, we have sun 365 days.
Exactly.
They don't experience this, so it's just
Yeah.
something precious that they,
precious.
yeah, yeah.
And for me, you know, it wasn't something, you cannot understand it until you
And
experience
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So for me, when I saw, I was like, wow, these guys really like to relax. Like some people, you get out and the whole strata is filled out with people just sitting in the sun, you know.
Yeah.
But now I understand it because after being in winter for 6 months, the as little rumor of the summer, of the sun,
Yeah.
you want to just be out there. And so that one I understand now, but it was a bit of a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, something else was about food, because you know they take their breakfast in the morning. Lunch, they eat like normal food. They have like rice, salad, and some sauce, you know. And dinner time, they will have like a bread and just some ostrich. And I was like,
Where is the food?
where's the food? They gave me tomato, salami, and bread. Like I literally cried. Like I was like, oh my god. In Africa, we are used to
Dinner
eating
is the main
ugali. Like
thing,
it's
you
the
know?
main thing. But
Yeah.
here, lunch is the main food.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and they eat cold food during
Cold,
summer.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So
This cold thing is just was a huge shock.
yeah, you
I'm
should.
like, no, I'm not going to eat cold meat that looks red.
Red?
Like, that's not. Oh, what am I? You know? Yeah. So opportunity to get the bus, but if you like, we can keep walking.
How long are we supposed to walk
So
to?
now when we lose this opportunity, the next one is Pratt. Okay. So the next culture shock for me was at the supermarket.
Yeah.
People are usually so nervous at the casa.
Yeah.
The how do you call it in English?
Cashier?
The cashier. It's quite nervous because you need to pick up your stuff quickly
Yeah.
and don't delay there.
Yeah.
And this is just something I found out in Europe, not necessarily here in Vienna, that you pack your own stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody is there to
Pack for you.
like, help you, assist you,
Yeah.
and pack for you. So imagine you're paying, you're still the one who's putting everything,
Yeah.
and the people behind you are looking at you with the eyes of,
Why
are
can't
you
you do
not
fast?
organized? Move faster. Yeah, that was a bit of a, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a culture shock, but it was something different.
Different,
Yeah.
I was shocked when I came here. When you enter into a bus or a train, elder
public
people,
place.
oh yeah, or a public place, young people have to stand up for the elderly to
Yeah.
sit. But here,
Here you don't, this is, I mean, like here in Vienna,
yeah,
there are specific areas that are reserved for maybe people with a tramp for a baby,
yeah,
people who are disabled, older people and all that. So if you are sitting in an area that is already marked and reserved, for sure you need to get up when somebody walks in who is marked out as they are supposed to sit there.
Yeah.
But these other places, oh my gosh. The children get comfortable.
Yeah, and even
Culture shock again, I would say about children parenting. I don't know, maybe you're doing it because you're a parent, but I find that parents here are very, the children kind of control a lot. Can I say they control the parents? I don't know the one. How, like, if we are walking with you and your daughter wants to play there, we will now stand here and wait for her to play. You know, in Africa, you want to play, you're gonna be left there. You will begin looking for your parents. Where did they disappear to? Or they'll be like, let's go. You know, so I don't know. I think maybe it's a good thing. I don't know it's a good or a bad thing, but I think parenting here, the children are given a lot of importance, which I think is important. When a child is speaking and you are in place like adults and all that, the parent will be like, excuse me, someone is saying something. You know,
listen,
what the child is saying is important, and the child is just important. Is as important. It's not like they're telling you that you as an adult you're not important. No. But the same importance they are giving you, they are giving the same importance to the child, and this is not how we grew up, or maybe I don't know, things are changing.
No, we
in
grew
Africa.
up that when adult is speaking,
Shut up.
shut up.
The adult knows best. You don't know anything. You know, and I think maybe that's what gives children confidence or removes confidence from children. It's how they are cultured, that when an adult is speaking, you listen. And maybe this is what is a problem with our leadership, because we are looking at the authority as they are speaking. We cannot say anything. You know? So for that, I think in that sense, I think it's a good thing, but it's a bit of a culture shock, because sometimes I'm thinking, I am shocked that the child has been we are all waiting to listen to what a 2-year-old is saying or a 3-year-old is saying, and we need to respond, you know, like the way I would listen to an adult. It's a shock, but in a good way. The other culture shock was the restaurant culture here in Vienna. I think it's mainly in Europe. That people really love to go to restaurants, and it's a thing like just where we were today. Sitting, it's a neighborhood place, something nice and cozy to just sit down with your girlfriends or with your friends, or for a date or something, or family. Going to a restaurant here is like a culture, and I think there are people who are born in that culture that think this is a normal thing. Back in Kenya, if I would speak not for the Kileleshwas and the upper hills of Kenya, if I'm speaking just for the regular Kenyan, the restaurant is a place you go to eat because it's lunchtime and you're not able to cook, or you're not able to
go home.
You're not able to go home. So it's also functional in the sense that when you find people sitting down in a restaurant, it's because they are far from home, or they are far from where they can eat home food, and or maybe there is a specific meeting, you're meeting up with someone who you're not able to maybe invite home, you know, because most people will be like, hey, you know, come over, I will make a lunch for you guys, I will do this. Families are inviting people at home, but here I feel like there are so many people you will never see their homes, and they are very close friends. There are many options to meet out there in a restaurant, you know. When I went to Kenya, I used to go back and forth, Austria, Kenya. In my mom's area where they live, we went with a friend of mine. We were like, oh, let's meet up for a coffee or something. We looked for a place to have a coffee. We could not find it. We're like, okay, this is a butchery. No. Okay, this is just a chapati and mandazi place. It was really, it's because the people are not meeting at the restaurants. So for me, I noticed this restaurant culture, people just meeting up They just sit down in front of each other and they're talking about anything. You know, in Kenya, if you find friends meeting together, they are fundraising
Yeah,
for a committee, a wedding
yeah,
committee.
yeah. They have a meeting for
A
something specific. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I talk about this, I think some people when they see this, they'll be like, no, but me and my friends, we are doing this and this. You have to also look at the majority. Go to Kayole.
Yeah.
Are people going to sit down in restaurants to just sit down and have a chat?
No.
No, if you find people sitting down and eating somewhere, it's because they need to eat.
Yeah.
And they cannot be able to make it home, eat at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite a shock.
Yeah. For me, about food, another shock is here in Europe, you can't just go in somebody's house, you find they're eating something like lunch or dinner, then you sit down and you can also be served and you are not invited, you have to wait. And I'm like,
in Africa, you
You
cook for
cook
the unseen and unexpected guests.
yes.
My mom usually makes tea in the morning, a whole thermos, and she's alone. For sure, by noon that tea is finished because her guests come in and she's serving them. Yeah. You really have to cook for the people who you don't expect. Yeah.
But here you can't just walk in and find people are eating and you are like,
Yeah.
No.
And something we were talking about now, this is a disadvantage on this end.
yeah.
I think here in Europe, let me talk about the whole Europe because I'm talking about the whole Africa. In Europe, it is, you need to work very hard to remain healthy.
Yeah.
I think you really need to be very intentional and you need to really get out of your way
Yeah.
and go far beyond your way to remain healthy, because I think a lot of the food here, I was told when I came to Vienna, everybody was like, oh no, the food in Vienna is quality, it's beer and all that.
Yeah.
But really, go to Vienna, go to Billa and please get me a fresh milk. Please, go to Billa and get me a truly a spinach that is rich in iron,
Yeah.
or a carrot that is rich in carotene. You know.
Yeah.
So even if you're getting these things, but how are they being grown? You know?
Yeah.
So I think that's a bit of a shade for here in Europe. In Africa, I've studied nutrition, and I always used to say, I don't have to think about so much what I'm eating because it's so easy to come by healthy food. It's so easy to be healthy. But here, I think I've had to really go back into my nutrition and to really care about and look at what am I eating.
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah.
Aha!
What is this?
We are here in Prata,
yeah. It's a Prata, yes. Yeah, so I think in that sense, I believed a bit because when I came to Vienna, I was like, how can I remain healthy? I know this food in the supermarket, and even when you go to the markets, you have to really spend a lot of money to just eat healthy. Yeah, this is, I think this is, they are probably, okay, people are fit. I think people are doing a lot of running and the health system here is very good and free, you know. So you find that a lot of the health is held up by the health system, not by the nutrition, which for me, I think that is a little bit out there. I don't know what to say about it. I feel like the best health is the one that is supported by the nutrition, not the health facilities. Yeah. So in Africa, I think it's so easy to find something that is fresh. We don't even talk about bio because almost stuff is bio. Like this is bio is not a conversation.
Maybe now for the people that are living in the city, I don't know.
But still, in the Kayolas and the Dandoras, the vegetables that you are eating from the Mama Mboga are quite healthy. So in that sense, I think for me, it was a bit of a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
Because I did expect that the food here, the quality is not so good in terms of nutrition. But I asked here in Austria, I asked Austrians, and they told me, oh no, Austria, the food, the bio and everything, Austria, oh, they make sure and they do a lot of testing to make sure everything is bio. But I really am asking, I don't know, do you have Austrian viewers here?
Yeah.
Please go to Bila and get me a fresh milk, not pasteurized. Get me a fresh milk from Bila or wherever. I really need one.
She really needs fresh milk.
I really do, fresh. Otherwise, I just don't drink milk. Yeah. So I think maybe that. I'm sure there are other culture shocks. Relationships here in terms of marriage, I think is held very lightly.
Yeah.
In Kenya, maybe in Africa, marriage is marriage, but here I think being in a relationship is equally as important as being married.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Kenya, you say this is my girlfriend. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to wait until you introduce your wife. Yeah, actually, like the Sauti Sol, I think these guys, they are quite influencers.
Yeah.
I think they are really bringing up this whole thing of boyfriend, girlfriend. It's becoming a thing in Kenya that people will talk about and say, this is my boyfriend, and it's a thing.
Yeah, I have seen even a lot of content creators in Kenya.
They are going,
they say my boyfriend, my girlfriend.
But before, no.
Yeah.
You say boyfriend, nobody is respecting that.
Yeah.
Until you say this is my man, my
wife,
woman, my wife, then that's it. Yeah, but here I think the culture shock is how much people put importance in boyfriends and girlfriends, like it's serious.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that is treated seriously. You meet the parents. I mean, here meeting the parents, it does not mean what it means in Kenya. Meeting of your boyfriend does not mean, it means that the parents know the person who's hanging out with their daughter or their son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Kenya, when you introduce, you are now up to the next level.
This you have introduced. And you don't
you don't have to bring you don't have to bring another one.
I know, because like when you explain to people like you're dating someone here in Europe and they really want to meet your family and you're like, but I don't know where the hell this is going. I don't want to disturb my family with visitors that, you know, the people, the Europeans will not understand.
Yeah.
They're like, what? Because then they're used to introducing their boyfriend, their girlfriend since they are 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for us, the person you're taking home, this is the person who's bringing the cows.
The cows, yeah.
The culture shocks, I think there are many.
There are many,
but
yeah.
I think for me, those are the ones that are coming to mind now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Yeah, I hope you have learned something from that. Yeah, it was a really nice chat.
Yeah.
Wo ist hier?
Oh, this is a fire dog.
Fire dog. Oh.
I don't think I knew this before. Prata.
So guys, we have come to an end of this video. Let me know if you are living abroad, what was your culture shock first time you arrived, place that you are living right now, and write it in the comment section below. That was ours, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So we see us again in our next one.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
And subscribe.
Yeah.